looking good. Time now, 9:09, that is. Developing this morning, a federal court had ruled that President Trump cannot impose widespread tariffs. The three-judge panel said that tariffs must be approved by Congress. So joining me this morning to break what all of this down means is attorney Josh Kolsrud. Josh, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so what exactly is this saying? What are these three judges basically telling the president?
So it all starts with Article 1 of the Constitution, which delegates the authority to regulate commerce to Congress. Now, Congress can delegate that authority to the president, which they did in 1975 through the International Economic Emergency Powers Act. Now, this is the first time that a president has used that act to levy tariffs on other countries. So the court, again, the court's decision in this case, which was ruled against Trump, looks at first blush like it's a really easy decision. But having reviewed the briefs, it's not. And the reason why is that it's telling President Trump that really he doesn't have the authority to declare a national emergency as the basis for the tariffs.
So how does this ruling affect the scope of his executive authority when it comes to trade matters?
So it does affect the scope because the courts are saying that you can no longer use fentanyl and the national debt as a basis for a national emergency. Now, the interesting thing is that typically it's Congress that can either start or stop a defined national emergency. And this is the first time that a court is really reviewing a political question in context of the Act of 1975.
So going forward and looking to future administrations, what exactly does this mean? Is this going to set a precedent for future presidents?
It does. And it's not just President Trump, it's other presidents that have used the emergency powers to declare a national emergency as a basis to really forward their agenda and sidestep Congress. And what the court is saying is, you can't do that with huge questions that really have national, even worldwide importance. You have to go through Congress and not go around Congress by issuing the tariffs like Trump did in this case.
So could this decision influence judicial action regarding the trade authority then?
Definitely. So, this is unprecedented that the International Trade Court, which most of us, including myself, really don't know much about, has really weighed in on a political question. And the Supreme Court later on is going to have to decide whether or not judges who, as the Trump administration says, are unelected, can really weigh in on political questions about defining what a national emergency is. So, we're really in uncharted waters. And, as an attorney, it's kind of fun just to see the back and forth going from the courts and the White House and plaintiffs to see what really goes on.
Now, Josh, we've got about 30 seconds left, but the Trump administration and Trump himself has said he already plans to appeal this. So what exactly does that mean? Where could this go from here?
Yeah, so I checked the docket this morning, and the Trump administration did give notice that they are appealing it. So it'll go directly to the Court of Appeals, and from there, certainly the Supreme Court. And I expect the Supreme Court to hear this case on an expedited basis.
Okay, so we could be seeing a ruling potentially soon.
Very soon.
All right, stay on speed dial for us, will you?
Thank
we'll
you.
have you back to kind of break this all down, because this is pretty interesting what's happening. All right, we appreciate your time. All right, coming up next, we're taking it to Hollywood to talk with TMZ in your entertainment headlines. We'll be right back. Josh, thank you.
Good to see you.
Perfect life.